Okay, I want to just go through very briefly what an accounting lesson would look like. So, first of all, I have these PowerPoints from the publisher that I have greatly modified and improved. I start out with talking about what our learning objectives are for this particular lesson. In this case, it's on merchandise purchasing. And then I go into a review of a lot of different terminology related to our topic. And I usually interweave some sort of personal industry experience. In this case, it was related to taking physical inventory at the Seneca Foods warehouse. So I'll go through the vocabulary and I really take my time. Sometimes I'll go into the textbook, even if I need to have the textbook is online, if I need some more detail or support. But I kind of set the groundwork with vocabulary. Then once I kind of get through the basic vocabulary, I then start showing examples of documents. Here's a purchase order. Here's a list of the various special journals we're going to be getting into for the rest of this chapter. A few more. This is actually kind of a review of some stuff we've actually done before, again, related to terminology. A graphic illustration about what a purchases journal looks like. More vocabulary. Here's an example of an invoice and the various elements we would check on an invoice. And now we're actually recording or journalizing a transaction in this case, the purchases journal. And then at the very end, there are some review questions about periodic inventory. When is that used? What's recorded? I skipped a slide here. And again, just come back usually between 3 to 5 review questions about what we discuss. And I randomly call on kids and we review the basis for what we're covering in that chapter. All right. Then we move over to our online homework, which is in a program called Mindtap. So all the working papers, a very beautiful thing. All the working papers are in Mindtap and it's all self-graded. Very nice for me and also very nice for the kids. And also, if they don't like their score, they can always ask me to reset their assignment and they're good to go. So now together in the work together section with the class, I will walk through them. In this case, we are journalizing 3 different transactions into a purchases journal. So we would then go through this together as a class. I will call on them. Hey, what are the 4 steps we're doing? Let's walk through each of the 4 steps. There's a lot of repetition in learning. And in this case, again, I want to make sure they're understanding the process behind what we are doing. Then after we do the work together piece, they will then do a very similar assignment with similar tasks, which is the on your own piece, which they will actually be graded on. And in addition, for this particular unit, there's your work together right there. So, work together was here. We did that as a class. They then do the on your own assignment, which I can pop in. It looks very similar. It's the same skills, just different information to apply the learning that we just reviewed together. Finally, for most chapter sections, there is a vocab section, which I'm trying to access right now and struggling. Hold on here. There'll be a short, embarrassing commercial break. And I'm going to go access. You can kind of see also by going into this Mindtap, you can see kind of how I have the year laid out electronically. So here we are down here in February, and they're working on the second assignment for this particular lesson is a terms review where they're going back and they could use my PowerPoint, the electronic textbook, their own memory to review the terms for that particular lesson. In this case, here's 5 terms they're doing a matching assignment for. Then they would move to, there's actually 3 pages to this. So they have to review and match up 5 different terms, 15 different terms, all right? And so that would pretty much conclude basically the in-class piece, the practice, work together piece, and then the 2 assignments that go with that lesson. This is pretty typical of what a section of a chapter would look like in accounting. All right. Thank you so much. And again, drop me a line if you have any questions about this class, sreardon@cpps.org. Thank you.